McLean going to Florida. He finna got hey rock y'all world. Florida got 3 corners. That's 6'3". You know they got 4 corners that's 6'3". Y'all ain't finna be ready for this now.
If McLean don't get his act together, he won't do nothing. He'll be a wasted talent.
How you know he ain't got his act together? Let everybody say Dion was doing it wrong.
Honestly, he hadn't as of last year. He had. Now, if he this off season, if he did, that's wonderful. But as of last season, he didn't. That's why he didn't play. That's why he got in very sparingly.
So y'all look, y'all. This we live, y'all. We live with a Georgia fan right now. I had to go live because he talking that talk, and so we got a Georgia fan saying McLean didn't do what he needed to do to be the man last year. So going to Florida not gonna help him out unless he get his act together. But the reason why I got him on this live right now, because he was talking about Shilo. Now, could you do this one more time? Could you name the list of guys that you say better than Shilo one more time?
I mean, it's a plethora of players that's better than Shaloh.
You say he's not in the top 10. Could you name the list of guys that you say that's better? Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to replay this video, and I'm going to go look at these boys' stats. Because I bet you nobody on this list that you naming.
Let me say this, though. I don't do stats. I don't, I can't tell you who did what last year. I can tell you the 2 players that I know that's better than him. But what I do know, he is not in the top 10 from me watching him play. Now, these are the people that do stats say that's better than him. Now, that's what I'm saying. And that is Jaheim Joseph, West Virginia. Caleb Downs, Ohio State. Malachi Strarks, Georgia. Xavier Watts, Notre Dame. Dylan Thiemann, Purdue. Xavier Numpaka, Iowa. Hunter Wohler, Wisconsin. Rod Moore, Michigan. Keon Sabb, Alabama, just transferred there. And then Aubrey Burks, West Virginia. So you have 10 players that, according to people that do what they do for a living, say is better than Shaloh.
No.
They get paid to do this. I don't.
Yeah, but just like the dude for On 3 get paid to do it. And if you look at their list of quarterbacks that they said, they trash. Like the list of quarterbacks they said that shouldn't be the list. But I mean, you gonna hit or miss on some guys because of the numbers. No. Hold on. I watched my guy Rico Knowles. No, I ain't going by what I know. I watch Rico Knowles take, and I know Rico Knowles, he does this for a living, like money. He get paid. They bet on all these games. So he look into this stuff way deeper than some of these other guys because when he make a call, it's gonna cost him money and it's gonna cost his MVPs money. So he look into this at a different level than what we look into it. And he was going down a list of some quarterbacks that's good that wasn't even on the list, and he was just like, this dude done had 3,000 yards every year, and he done got 2 more receivers that come to his team. How is this guy gonna get worse? And y'all don't got him on the top 10 list. So I'm just going by what Rico Knowles say. A lot of these guys that post these videos and post these lists, they don't really do their research. They just throw something together and say, here go my list.
I mean, I'm not going to agree with that. Again, somebody employing them for a reason. So to just down them, of course they may not come to the same conclusion you do, but these people get paid. If they just throw lists together and their employees still playing them, man, that's sign me up, coach. But these people get paid to do this, T. I'm not finna debate.
Well, look, hold on. Let me, cause I watched Colorado last year. You probably watched some of the games.
That's probably the only team you watched.
No, I watched several teams last year. I was there when Alabama beat your team last year. You remember that game? I was there. And I ain't see Malachi Stark show up and do nothing.
He had a real quiet year, which we discussed this before you went live.
Exactly.
Malachi, he had a quiet year. That don't mean he's not. I mean, he had a solid.
Okay, he had a quiet year.
And sophomore year.
But look, he had a quiet year. So if he had a quiet year and Shaloh had a loud year, why is Shaloh not over him?
Shaloh ain't had a loud. He didn't have no loud year. Who say?
Dog, he had a pick 6 for 80 yards. He had like 4 bone-crushing hits, and he had like 4 forced fumbles.
This man had a pick 6, 4 bone-crushing hits, so he gonna be a top safety.
Now I think he got 6 or 7 forced turnovers on the year. And he's the hardest hitting safety in college football.
So maybe he need to be a outside linebacker or something to us. He's not a safety, man. We watch him get burnt in coverage a lot of times.
No, we ain't watch him get burnt. I mean, he is. Sometimes people gonna catch a ball here and there. I can say like 3 times I seen when somebody caught the ball. Like
it's so crazy how you just so accurate with how many times you can remember.
Yeah, it's like 3. But remember, we didn't have a great D line. Look at Georgia D line. Georgia D line was way better than Colorado D line last year.
Man, that's nothing to do with you holding your man. Can you hold?
Yes, that's everything to do holding your man. Because if you got to hold your man for a unrealistic amount of time, you know it's hard. You a DB dog. You know it's hard.
I understand that, T. And don't take it to just because I say it don't have anything. Of course, I know that, T. I know defense pressure is, and I fuss about the Falcons all day. They can have this, but you can't have a good secondary without having a good front. You got to have a good front. I understand that. That's what I was saying. But this guy did not do well in coverage. He is a reason why he's not in the top 10. I want to see
because they hating. That's the reason why.
No, let me ask you. I want you to produce the people that get paid. There's so many different outfits out there that does this, but I want to see one of them that shows Shilo in the top 10. Can you produce one that say he's in the top 10? One person that share your thought that Shaloh should be in the top 10?
I'll find somebody. That's not being biased. Because like even ESPN don't report on Colorado no more. You know that, right?
Don't do this conspiracy.
I'm saying, you know that, right? They said it. They not going to report on Colorado no more.
Why would that'd be crazy? Colorado is the biggest show. It was last year the biggest show because of time.
Yeah.
And who's at the game? That's the big ticket, man. That's viewers want to see that. For a network to say I'm not gonna do that, come on, man. Everybody gonna do that. That's suicide to a network.
You see, ESPN had to fire a lot of guys this year, right? You know they let go about 10 guys this year, right?
Absolutely, because the podcasts have taken nothing to do with the network, man. They some of the talk sports shows are not getting the viewership because of podcasts, man. Everybody and their mama got podcasts. People rather go to a podcast and get the real, authentic, straight, no.
You proving my point. We on my podcast right now, and we talking about Shaloh supposed to be on the top 10, and he's not. You proving my point right there.
Absolutely. That's why those people got fired, because everybody got a lie. Everybody got their own sports show. You can say whatever you want to say. You don't got to worry about viewership, getting canceled or bleeping. You can. It's that's why. It ain't nothing to do with they're not a good network. It's just the people want different now.
All right, wait, hold on. You said Shaloh got second team all coverage. I thought he was mentioned as honorable mention. I thought 3 of our guys was honorable mention. I didn't know he made second team. So Steve, if this is true, if Shaloh made second team, hey LG, is that a fact? Did Shaloh make second team all Pac-12 last year? Now Steve, if this true,
how about Torres? Just what you said, second team all Pac-12. You might as well say he was on the second team in Brooks County, and you talking about 7A football.
Dog, Pac-12 represented in the championship game last year. What you talking about? The Pac-12 had just as many people ranked as the SEC last year.
Torres, boy, I tell you.
What we talking about, dog? Dog, you got Oregon, you had Washington, you had USC.
No. So he'll be in the top 4, third or 4 best safety in the Pac-12. And the Pac-12 is one of the bottom 2 divisions in college football.
No, they the 4th. They was the 4th. I would say SEC, Big Ten. I would say ACC. Then I would say the Pac-12.
You don't got but a Power 5 team.
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you. So they in the bottom 2. So they number 4, and he's on the second team of that. Come on, man. Just because Washington made it, that don't. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have good teams here and there that have good players, great year, boo boo boo. But all in all, through and through, from rooter to tutor, the quality of players is not in the Pac-12, and he was on the second team.
No, well, he was honorable mention. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna keep it real.
I've been trying to spare you from
Hold on. We just got some fact checkers. He was honorable mention. So I was right. He was honorable mention.
He was honorable mention. That's even worse.
But this is the thing. He was honorable mention, but he caused the most fumbles, and he's the only person that had a pick six.
See, that's not a good. I mean, that's a.
Dog, you an impact player, bro.
He's. I won't mind say that. Oh man, this man caused fun, but he gonna give up a couple sixes now a game.
He said it in the thing. He said I ain't give up a touchdown all year. He said Travis gave up a touchdown, but I didn't give up a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I think I remember seeing him give up one touchdown. It was either him or Kamar. They was double teaming on the dude. Like it was like in that little zone, and it was Kamani and it was Shilo, and the guy caught the ball right in between them. So I don't know if it was McClain's fault or if I don't know if it was Shalo's fault. But I remember that one touchdown. I remember that one.
Again, if you got that kind of, if you can remember every play, every game from Colorado, man, salute. I can't remember every play from my dogs, and I can't tell you. I know who had good years and bad years, but I can't say how many people got caught over and all that. For you to say that you remember that, man, salute. But Shaloh is not in the top 10 safeties. So that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Am I saying he's not a good player? No, I'm not saying that. He's a decent player. Will he get drafted? He might get drafted in the late rounds. He might, but unless he have a great year next year, unless he work on some things and come back and really be, his daddy's son, But
what?
But for the most part.
He always his daddy's son. How he gonna really be his daddy's son? He's always his daddy's son. That don't even make sense. That was a slick little hate right there, dog. Why you trying to come on now?
And again,
let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean.
And you know what I mean by that. His daddy's son, he got his daddy's tendencies. He got his daddy's skill set. He has his daddy IQ.
That's why he had a pick six for 80 yards last year.
Man, we talking about one play. How do we know what that quarterback saw? Quarterback could gift wrap him that ball.
I'm gonna tell you what the quarterback saw. The quarterback saw a wide open receiver because my man baited him up, and then he took it to the house. And he saw him running the end zone. That's what he saw.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. They need to put you on payroll. Them Sanders boys need to put you on payroll. They need to send you some type of dividend, something.
No,
that because you keep them live. You keep them alive.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You said your guy. This is your guy, Malachi, and I did a video about Malachi and Travis because Malachi supposed to be on the same level as Travis. But you said he had a quiet year last year.
I sure did. He did.
And you said, but prior to us getting on the live, you said you hope he don't fall off. You hope he pick it back up.
Right. And I say he had a quiet year. He didn't have a bad year. Like he wasn't getting beat. He wasn't missing. He didn't have that. He just didn't make a lot of plays. He didn't make a lot of plays. And then I also said, if you remember, that maybe it's because they threw away from him. They stayed away from him. I did say that. That could be why he didn't have the stats he had in the previous 2 years. And that happens. That don't mean he's a bad player. They stayed away from him. You can have corners that teams do not even look to that side. And those players ain't gonna get stats. Are they bad players? No. They just now offenses are working around them. They go into the week. You got a first year starter safety. Let's go after him. Let's not go after this dude that's proven since true freshman that he's a ball hog. He's a hawk. He's a dog. Let's not go after him. It'd be stupid. So that's what I'm thinking happened. And I hope so.
That was you thinking happened. That was you thinking. I thought the other safety for Georgia got drafted.
You had two safeties from Georgia got drafted. Well, he was a nickel.
Exactly.
That really got drafted.
So you trying to tell me y'all had two other safeties playing at a high level, but they gonna run away from your guy that ain't playing at a high level and go at the other two dudes that's playing at a high level?
Yeah, because Malachi could have got drafted. He came back another year. Malachi was balling since a freshman year. Bullet moved he was corner. He started off corner. He moved him to safety. And Bullard a good, Jamon Bullard is a good player. He's not Malachi Starks. Jamon Bullard is a good player. I don't think any Georgia fan would tell you that Jamon Bullard better than Malachi Starks. So that don't mean just because he got drafted that he's better than Starks. No, he got because he was his time. But Bullard is a decent player. Bullard and Lee from West Virginia. 24. You got me missing my players, but he got drafted too. So you had two of them that did. So at the end of the day, Malachi at this point he's proven to be who he is. That's why they got him where they have him. If he had a bad year stat wise in terms of got beat, missed tackles, all that kind of thing, I don't think they'll still be putting him up there as a top 2 safeties in NCAA. Well, any given safety report, he's gonna be in the top 2.
Well,
let that sizzle in your spirit.
Okay, I mean, I'm looking at this stuff. I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm looking at the Alabama game against Georgia when they beat y'all 27-24. The passing sets, Alabama only had 192 passing yards, but the quarterback is not an elite passer like that. He's a dual threat. So I'm just trying to see if your guy I just don't see your guy, man.
So let me ask you this, because I'm sort of trying to piece this together, and I was thinking this about no way in the world, but I need to ask: are you trying to say Shilo is better than Malachi, or even comparable to?
Well, what I'm saying is, so I'm looking at the game. He had 8 total tackles. Hold on, let me say this.
I don't need all the fluff tea.
No, I'm finna. Let me finish this thought, and I'm gonna answer the question. Look. I don't run from questions. I'm gonna give it to you. But no, let me finish this thought because I'm trying to give him his props. So in the championship game, he had 8 total tackles, 6 solos, and he had 1 pass deflection. So he had no pick 6. He didn't have no forced fumbles, but he did okay. He did okay. So this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like athletically, Malachi is a specimen, right? He's an unbelievable talent, kind of like on a level as a Travis Hunter. He's an unbelievable talent, right? And he's from Georgia, so that's Georgia power. So I always got to give my boys the Georgia power. They credit. But I'm looking at on the year. On the year, he got 31 solo tackles, 3 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups. You heard those stats?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe he's a good player. He could be elite, but he hasn't showed me the ability to make those big plays when you need a play. When you need a play, like see Travis, when you need a play, Travis can come up and give you a play. I haven't seen that from Malachi yet. I haven't seen that.
And Travis gave one to the other team too. We seen that too.
Right? One time. And that was the game he had just came back from after the cheap shot. He had just been out 3 weeks. He playing both ways. Man probably winded. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But so remember, 31 tackles, 3 interceptions, 7 pass breakups. Now let's go look at this guy over here. Let's go look at my guy. Let's go look at my guy. Let's see his stats. Let's go look at my guy. Because I think you slipping on who Shaloh really is.
And again, you comparing apples to oranges.
No, we not. We compare safeties to safeties.
You talking about Will? Oh no, I ain't gonna say that. Maybe rest in peace. You talking about the 2 different leagues where you got quarterbacks, and I only know who you got that pick 6 against. Who was a pick 6 against?
That was against Colorado. They rival, a rival game. That's when you show up. See what I'm saying? He got the ick factor in the games that matter. He shows up.
I think Colorado State was 4 and whatever. They may have won 4 games last year. But yeah, that's good to beat your chest on. And I'm a guess. I know it was a low winning record for Colorado State last year. I don't know what it is. I mean, They were a decent team against Colorado. I mean, it was a rival game.
It seemed like you trying to find a way to discredit my man. That would sound like you're trying to do.
I'm just telling you, it ain't the same. You can't look at them two the same. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
And then you also got to take into consideration, again, team scheme around your best player.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. They tried to scheme around our guy, and he still made plays.
Hey, ain't nobody scheming around Shilo, man.
What? No.
Ain't nobody come up with no game plan to avoid Shalo Sanders.
Hey, you might be right. You know why? Because if they didn't, he made them pay for it. The ones that didn't, he made them pay. That's how you get a pick six. Hold on, we finna get to the stats. I've been trying to find the stats. I got him. I'm on the team right now. We finna pull these stats up.
I was one game off. They won 5 games last
Hey,
year.
dog, we building something, bro. We building something right now. We building something. We already established. Okay, so your guy had 31 tackles. My guy had 54 tackles. Your guy has. Hold on. I'll let you talk now. I'll let you talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My guy. Well, hold on. Your guy had 0 forced fumbles. My guy had 4 forced fumbles.
What we talking about?
My guy had 1 interception and your guy had 1 interception. No, he had 3 interceptions. And your guy had 7 pass breakups.
Hold on. So your guy only had 1 interception, which was at pick 6.
Yeah, because they're throwing away from it. After you get a pick 6 early in the season, they don't go at your side no more. They don't go at your side no more. You know what I'm saying?
Against a 5 and 8 quarterback.
Hey. They don't go at your guy when he get a pick 6. They realize real quick. He get it from his daddy. They realize real quick. And he had 3 pass deflections. So he had total 5 turnovers last year. Your guy had 3. So we win in the turnover category.
See, you can't. Again, this is apples and oranges, man. You can't do that. You can't go stat for stat with an honorable mention in the Pac-12 and an All-American in any conference.
No, and this is the thing. Your guy had 2 more games. He actually had 4 more games than Shaloh.
Because they win.
Hold on. So your guy had 4 more games than Shaloh. Because 1 game he had to sit out because he was bleeding. After the Oregon game, he was bleeding, so he missed the USC game, I think. And then he after he hit old boy and Scatterboo and made him fumble, they got him for a targeting, even though he hit it all shoulder, they got him for a targeting, and then he had to miss the second quarter. So he played 3.5 games, or your guy played 3.5 more games than him, and we still got more turnovers than him. Still got more tackles.
That's not solving anything. That's a irrelevant. Absolutely has nothing to do with who's a better player out of those 2. So again, I ask you, are you saying that Shaloh is a better player than Malachi Strarks?
What I'm saying is,
I mean, you give me a whole bunch of fluff,
no,
a whole bunch of stats.
This is what I'm saying.
Still won't let that come out your mouth.
No, I'm not saying he's a better player, but I'm saying he's a more effective player.
Wow.
Like talent wise, Malachi, he's a freak of nature, just like Travis. He got something that this God-given ability, right? But when it comes to knowledge of the game and knowing how to get yourself where you need to be and being a positive for your team, that's Shaloh, CEO of the headache game, folks. He ain't the bottom of the barrel. He the CEO. Dog, I can show you a play when he hit a dude and the dude grabbed his head. He grabbed his helmet and was like, oh my God. Dude, he grabbed his head, like squeezing his head. And you know what? When we get done, I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna put that on this picture, on the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you the CEO. He don't play, bruh.
Man, I tell you what, man. If you had one of your viewers that would side with you, that say Shaloh is just as good as Malachi Strarks, I'll be shocked.
Hey, in the comments, do y'all think Shaloh is one of the best safeties in college football right now? Do y'all think he in the top 5?
He might be in the top 5 in the Pac-12.
Yeah, put a one in the chat if y'all think Shilo top 5 safeties in college football.
How's the Pac-12 split up? Is it north and south?
We ain't in the pack no more. That's old news right now. We ain't focused on pack no more. We look at in the you in the rear view. We looking in the front mirror. You know, in the glass. We can move it forward. We ain't in the rear view no more.
But I'm just saying, last year you probably top 5 in the Pac-12 on the east side. Not even the whole division. He on one side. He probably in the top 5.
I got 5 people saying they think Shaloh was top 5 safety. I got 5 people.
Boy, I tell you.
Now we got 6 people.
That's
They said put some respect on Shaloh's name, bro.
Yeah. I understand you broadcast out there in Colorado, don't you? I understand. That's
No, we had 229 on here last night. We got Georgia fans in here. We got Syracuse fans in here.
Man, I tell you what, bro. That's fine for them to say that, but when the dust settle, you go ahead and look at any major scouting NFL draft boards. Where would Shaloh be?
And the only reason why that is because Shaloh is older. Shaloh, his daddy wouldn't let him go to the league last year. He had to stay.
It don't have nothing to do with him old. You know how old Penix was? How old Penix is right now?
But but you see, Penix was one of the last quarterbacks to get drafted too.
Man, Penix came off board at the 8th slot. That's because he wasn't one of the last.
Yeah, you had how many dudes come off? You had 6 dudes come off before him.
Penix was still the top 8. He was a top 8 pick in the NFL draft first round. He went 1 and 8. And how you going? And it ain't nothing to do with no age. You making excuses.
No age, dog. Some teams want you younger so they can develop you. He's gonna be a little older, so they're gonna be like, okay, you know, a lot of dudes are done at around like 30 in the league. So he's gonna be coming in around about 25, 26. A quarterback can play much longer than everybody else, dog. You know this.
That is a small factor that they look at. That is not. If he was a good player, if he is a good player, he is a game changer. He is a ball hog. He would be drafted. Ain't nobody gonna say, "Oh man, he too old. We ain't gonna get him." But he a game changer. But we still ain't gonna get him. They gonna ride with him because he on the rookie contract anyway. The first 3 years. What we talking about?
How many old? Okay, tell me this. How many old safeties you remember getting drafted? I remember Chris Winkie getting drafted old.
You ask the question like, who to keep up with how old a player was?
I remember Chris Winkie was getting old. He got drafted. It's a whole bunch of quarterbacks being old and got drafted because they played baseball.
I don't know how old a safety is when they get drafted, man. I don't.
Because old safeties don't get drafted that often.
Who a good player? Shilo getting put in a top 10 or top 5 NFL draft ain't nothing to do with his age, man. Anybody looking at him because of his age?
Dog, we just had a conversation about this last night, and this dude was a big time Shaloh fan, and he was just like, the only thing that might hurt him is his age. And that's why they was talking about how old all these quarterbacks was, Bo Nix and all them this year. They was older guys, but it was so many older guys coming out. They were like, well, hell, all of them old. The dude for LSU was old. Daniels was old. Bo Nix was old. Penix was old.
They keeping Shaloh off of top 10 NCAA. Let's not even look at draft. Top 10 NCAA players because of his age. They keeping him off those reports too. Not draft potential.
I'm just
what he done last year and what he was planning on doing this year, just in college football. They keeping him off them lists. Ain't nothing to do with his age.
And I'm saying the tippy top, they're gonna go for younger guys at the top of the draft. So when they're looking at the top of the draft,
I'm not talking about draft tours. I'm talking about top 10 returning safeties in NCAA coming up and top 10 from last year.
Well, look, I just showed you how my boy got better stats than your guy. He played three and a half less games than him. 3.5 less games.
These people don't look at you again. Just cause he had more. Look at the attempts. Look at how many passes went his way. I mean all that playing. These people dissect all that. They don't look at he didn't get a tackle or he didn't get an interception or he didn't get this. No, they look at how many times this man had action. how many times they threw his way, and what did he do when that happened? That's what they calculate. They ain't calculating. I mean, this man probably went games without getting thrown at, but we're gonna hold him accountable. No, these people.
Man, cause y'all be playing them sorry teams, man.
Oh Lord.
Y'all be playing on them sorry teams, man. Them teams, we don't even know what some of these schools. Who y'all start the game the year off with? Who y'all play start the year off? Who y'all start the game? Just say it. What's y'all first game?
Clemson University,
and then who y'all next game?
That's what you want to know. You got what you wanted to know.
No.
That's our first game. Clemson University.
No. Okay, Clemson, who y'all got? It don't matter.
First. You asked who we got first.
And then
the whole list. Come on, man.
And then who y'all got next?
We got Texas. We got Bama. We got Auburn. We got Tennessee. We got Clemson.
I'm talking about outside your SEC schedule. Who y'all got?
I just gave you 5.
Them was all SEC except for Clemson.
Yeah, Georgia will play. Georgia will play at least 3 teams that would be in the final 12 of the play. Would be in the playoffs. Georgia will play at least 3, maybe 4. This year, Texas, they will play at least 4 teams. I'm gonna say 3, but maybe 4 that will be in the college final, the playoffs at the end of the year. That's who on their schedule.
Okay.
Don't worry about the other teams.
So all right. So let's do this right here. Let's do this. Cause me and you, we used to play college football back in the day. I remember I used to stay at your house. This was before you could even save a season. We used to stay up all night playing college football. You remember that? Bill Walsh. You remember that?
Absolutely. And side note, I just bought mine last night. It's I pre-ordered.
You pre-ordered?
Yes, sir.
Who on that cover?
Man, he's a playmaker,
Hold on. Any of your boys on the cover?
Yeah, he's a playmaker, man. He's a playmaker. Travis Hunter he's an outstanding player, man. He's a two-way player. He make plays. I ain't taking nothing against Travis Hunter. You know.
So be honest. Be honest. When you play the game, are you gonna play with Colorado?
I mean, am I ever gonna play with them? That's not gonna be my team, no.
I mean, Georgia's your team. They stacked. I know why you gonna play with Georgia, but you said you ain't even play with them just to see what Travis Hunt can do, just to see what Shilo can do, just to see what Shedeur can do.
No, sir. No, sir.
Stop the cap, dog. Stop the cap.
I would not. I don't. No, sir. I would not.
Okay, so let's slide over. Let's slide over because we talked about Travis and how he's a dynamic athlete, and your man Strarks, he's the same. I feel like he's the same level as Travis, but he's not on cover for whatever reason. I don't know. But and you saying he's better than Shilo. Okay, cool. But when we come over to Shedeur and your guy Beck, what's going on here? Why Beck went on the cover?
Why Shedeur went on the cover?
The reason why Shedeur went on the cover because Shedeur got the same amount of yards and touchdown stuff as your boy Beck, but he missed 2 games and he didn't go to the conference game and he didn't play in the bowl game. So he missed 4 games, and he got the same kind of stats that your guy got.
Okay.
What's going on here? What's going on here? Why my guy can miss 4 games and still have the same amount of touchdowns and yards and everything your guy got 4 more games, and y'all playing against Pee Wee League teams?
Apples and oranges.
No, we talking about quarterbacks. You got all that. He had, see, now this year, Shedeur is going to have the kind of staff around him, the kind of quality roster around him, not on Georgia's level, but close. And watch what numbers he's going to put up.
Everybody in America watch Colorado and Colorado State. They were just throwing the ball down the field, ain't no defense, nobody. That's the game I saw. It's probably like that on all his games. But that man was just, nobody playing no defense on either side of the ball.
Dog, the defense end, the defense end had like 7 sacks. He went to the league. You remember that? So he was playing defense. How you gonna say nobody wasn't playing defense?
Again, you like to take stuff to the extreme of what I say.
And you saying nobody playing? That's the same game that Shaloh called a pick 6 and ran back. So that defense end playing defense and Shaloh playing defense. What we talking about?
We talking about a 5 and 17, which we already established that 5 and 17, and can't stop nobody obviously because they lost 7 games. in the Pac-12.
Man, you know you got to throw that out the window when you go against a rival team. You throw all that out the window when you're going against a rival team. You know that's one-on-one.
Yeah, they matter of fact, both teams threw their defense out the window. That's what happened. I mean, it was just going. It was a fun game to watch. It was definitely not an SEC game. It's definitely not a defensive IQ. It was just wide open, run and shoot. We score, you score. It was just wide open. Everybody, it was a fun game, really exciting game. I stayed up watching that game. Maybe won some money on that game. I can't remember, but I think you was here watching that game. I think you was here. I think you was in town.
Oh yeah, I think I was in town watching that game with you at the house. Yeah. Cause y'all played South Carolina that day. Yeah, y'all played South Carolina that day, and y'all almost lost. Y'all were nervous until I got over there with my Georgia Cup and help y'all out.
Well, I tell you.
You see, look, and I showed up with the Georgia Cup, y'all won. But you were talking so much trash about me. I showed up to the Alabama game with my Alabama hat on, and y'all lost. See, sometimes you need to be quiet. You see what I'm talking about?
You've been so disconnected from what we do and how we do it. You a mute point, brother. Whatever you do will not, like they say, what you do don't make us.
Man, look here, man.
I ain't gonna cuss on your live.
But who got the best quarterback though? Answer that question for me. Which quarterback the best?
Who better out of Shedeur? Who would I rather have? I like Shedeur. I really do. I think Beck has the most potential, NFL potential.
Why is that? Hey, could y'all hit the like button? We got 39 people in the room. Could y'all hit the like button? Why do you think he got more potential than Shedeur? All right, please help me understand this.
He just seemed more accurate passer. I like Shedeur is. I'll be honest, it's hard to really to just say that because I'm not a homer. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just gonna say every Georgia player is better. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm being real unbiased and trying to be real.
Go ahead and say it, cause you know you need to say it. Say it.
No, Shedeur is a really good player. I like Shedeur. I really do. I like his game, but I still think Beck is a better NFL player. Will be. He'll probably have a better year this year than Shedeur. But Shedeur make plays. He make plays. You know, I want to see Shedeur on a SEC team, somebody with a good offensive line. And you know, I really want to see what he can do, full potential with that. Last year he was running for his life.
You about to see it this year. You finna see it.
No, because you're gonna end up saying that. Well, you gonna have an excuse. So
no, I'm telling you right now, you gonna see it this year. Last year we was on the go. We was like in and out. You know, we was like, you know how you say, hey, we need y'all to come right now. And Coach Prime just threw a lot of stuff in the suitcase and just went. So he got there. He forgot some stuff. He left some socks. Forgot his church shoe. He just left stuff, and he was trying to figure it out last year. This year we had time to pack. This year was playing. Everything, we took our clothes to the cleaners, got everything pressed. Everything's in there. We good this year. We ready.
Okay.
And our receiving core gonna have way more yards than y'all. Way more yards than y'all. Shedeur, I don't think he ever threw over six interceptions on the season. Last year he threw 3.
Apples and oranges, brother.
Huh?
Even tense. You know, the games that he was playing, man, it would just run. The Pac-12 would just run and shoot, man. There's no defense. There's no top defense that you know. You have good defensive players. I ain't saying that. Oh man, this guy got drafted. What you talking about? Yeah, no, you got good defensive players.
Cause we had skill over there. We had skill. Look at the 2 top quarterbacks came out of our conference. You know Penix was the number 1 guy. They just drafted him late. He was the number 1 guy. And McKellar was the first overall pick. So what we talking about? Caleb Williams was the first overall pick. And then we had Bo Nix to go too. That's 3 dudes in the first round from our conference. Yeah, it's hard to stop these guys.
When you throw for 1 million yards, and Bo Nix is not a Caleb Williams not even. They went there 1 year. And
Caleb was there 2 years. Caleb was there 2 years. Bo Nix was there 3 years.
Bo Nix was there
3 years.
I don't think Bo Nix played at Oregon. I think he played at Oregon 2 years.
No, he was at Auburn for 3 years, and he was at Oregon for 3 years. He was in college for 6 years. That's why he's so old.
Nah, I think I don't know, but it felt like he was only there 2 years, T. But in the day, those are SEC quarterbacks. They started in the SEC. I know Caleb started at Oklahoma, which is not SEC. It was whatever, Big 12. They won the Pac-12 quarterback. Penn started in another conference, Big 10. But then he said they moved to the Pac-12 and they threw the hell out the ball.
And look, and next year we're gonna have 2 more quarterbacks that played Shedeur and my guy that's at Miami right now. That was at Washington State. These guys are gonna be drafted high too next year. So you had all these quarterbacks in the same conference, bro, putting up stats. Then you got hold on, and you got the dude that's at Florida State right now. He was in the conference too. Dog, we were forward. We had so many quarterbacks last year, dog. It was ridiculous, man.
I mean, and you talking about quarterback. Again, the quarterbacks, you always have Washington State. I mean, you always have quarterbacks can have a awesome career in the Pac-12 because they're not playing. I mean, again, they're almost playing against air, man. There's 7-on-7s out there half the time. They put up big. It's an exciting game. A lot of numbers. Hardly no defense. You know what I mean? Like it's easy for quarterbacks. We weren't talking about that. We're talking about the defense. That's what I'm talking. I'm focusing on the defense. Like I said, you may have one or so defensive player, but you ain't gonna have no good defensive units. Every now and then you have. Like, oh, you remember this year? Okay. You sports warriors. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have a team that look up and get a good defensive. You know, people come back. They
Man, just cause we can't stop.
Clock is right twice a day.
No, just cause we can't just pack our team with all these players, cause y'all be like paying people up on the table and all these kinds of like. Just cause y'all like what Florida doing right now. That's just should be illegal what Florida doing to get McLean on the team, paying this man. He ain't even on scholarship. Like that's what the SEC do. Y'all like doing this little fluky stuff up on the table. Look at that. Me and Brian talked about this other day. Your man got a DUI. He still get to play the spring game. Like, y'all just do stuff like this. Y'all don't care. Y'all just want to play football. And I get it. But that's why you got better defensive teams, because y'all get anybody.
Regardless of how they formulate their recipe and get their players, and that's another conversation for another day. I'm not finna go down that rabbit hole with you. But at the end of the day, they're better players. They're a better unit. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about a better defense and looking at stats against those defenses versus stats against air in the Pac-12. That's what we're talking about. So how we got there is irrelevant right now. We can talk about that on another segment. But right now, we're talking about what is, which is a better defense, a better product on the field versus what you got over there on the Pac-12. So it's apples. I've been saying it all segment, apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. You cannot do that.
I mean, one guy saying, he's saying the SEC have better quarterbacks and better quarterback play. The defense are overrated. Only 3 or 4 teams have a stacked team in the SEC. So the bottom half of the SEC, they just out there. They just living off their old name back in the day, Vanderbilts and the Kentuckys and the Arkansas and that. You got a lot of them schools just in the way.
Yeah. You say that, and I agree. You do have some teams, Vanderbilt, some teams at the bottom of the SEC.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, they've had Mississippi State. I mean, in the last 5-7 years, man, Mississippi State one of the best defensive team in the country. But since they've been a little. But yeah, you do have that. But I'm talking about pound for pound from top to bottom. Who has the best defense? Where the best defense recruits in the nation going to?
I'll give you that. SEC. I'll give you that. SEC in the Big Ten. I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, everybody knows Shedeur ain't gonna get caught before Beck. We all know that when it comes to the draft. We all know. Is Beck up for the Heisman next year?
He is. not ready to say that yet. That Shedeur would get called before Beck. I'm not ready to say that at this point.
Why you ain't ready to say that?
Because I believe Beck is a better NFL quarterback. I said that before. I believe he is a better NFL quarterback. I think Shedeur is a better college player all around because he's Shedeur. He's versatile. He ain't that fast, but he's a good athlete, man. Shedeur is a good athlete. But I just don't know if he's a better NFL pro quarterback than I think Beck is just better. But again, some people may want that that Shedeur style, and that's fine.
And what is the Shedeur style? What is that? Is it the Tom Brady style? Is it the Peyton Manning style? What style is that?
Man, no, I ain't gonna even. He's when we talk about in comparison to Beck, he's more mobile than Beck. Beck can run the ball, but he's not Shedeur. And Shedeur is not even one of, I would say, a top dual threat quarterback. I don't look at Shedeur as a threat dual. I mean, he'll get yards on you now, but he don't scare me like some of the other dual threat quarterbacks that we've seen come out of college.
Yeah. I mean, he's just getting better. First year, 8 interceptions. Second year, 6 interceptions. Third year, 3 interceptions. So this fourth year, we might only have 2 or 1 interception on the year. Long 74 first year, long 86 the second year, long 75 the third year. Like, I mean, he's nice. He's nice. He's nice.
Yeah, I mean, you act like you willing to say that and that he's a better quarterback than Beck.
He is.
Okay, I'm not ready to say that. No, sir. And to me right now, and like I said, Beck is a better NFL prospect than Shedeur Sanders.
And so, who would you compare Beck to? If you had to go back and look at the quarterbacks from the NFL past, who would you compare Beck to?
And I don't know if we got enough time for me. Let me, give me a moment to.
Cause nobody, trash. You can't even think of nobody. He's trash.
He's definitely not trash.
I mean, if I had to compare to anybody, I might say Jim Harbaugh. I'll give Jim Harbaugh.
No. And again, let this year speak for itself. Last year was like his first year starting quarterback on a team. He came in, mop up dude this year before last. But last year was his first year as his team. This year is gonna really tell who Carson Beck is. That's how I feel about it. He know the offense.
Ooh! I got a video for you. Hey, on the breakdown, what did they say? Buff and Prime did a breakdown on Shedeur and Beck. Yes, sir. Hey, my man played in the league. He break down all the different kind of dudes. So we can, yeah, Steve. Yeah, I'm finna bring you over here to this Colorado life so we can see what really goes on. We really know football over here. Y'all just like wearing y'all team shirts. So tell me this right here, real talk. If you I don't know, you bought a ticket and they said, oh, you are 55th winner, blah blah blah. You want a free college jersey. Which jersey would you want to get? Would you want to get a Shedeur jersey or a Beck jersey?
I get a Beck jersey because I'm a Georgia fan.
You would think about that Shedeur. You would look at that Shedeur for a while.
I would not. I don't want to push that. I like the young man, but I'm not a fan. I'm more of a Georgia fan. I am a Georgia fan.
I think you might get that jersey and give it to Chant and give it to your son and say, look, I know you like this guy here. I already got enough Georgia gear. I think you want it for yourself, but you don't want nobody to see you in it. I think that's the truth.
So, and what's crazy is, George, you know my favorite player of all time in any sport.
Deion.
Deion.
Yeah.
And not gonna be biased and say, "Oh, that's Dion. That's my favorite. Our birthday, same birthday. That's my dog. I'm gonna pick his son up." No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be biased and just say that. I would not wear a Shedeur Sanders jersey before I wear a Carson Beck jersey. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback of my Georgia Bulldogs. That's who I'm going for. That's who I'm representing. I like Shedeur. I'm not hating on him. I told you, it's hard for me to even say which one, who better, right now. But I say, I think Beck will be a better NFL prospect. Will be a better NFL prospect. But you can debate. It can be debatable.
Well, look. I got Beck stats up right now. So they threw the ball close to similar, about the same out. They threw the ball 400 plus times, right? Beck had more yards, 3,900 yards. He almost had 4,000 yards. He's 60 yards shy of 4,000 yards. So that's good. That's good. And he had a better average per 9.5. I think Shedeur like 7.8. Per throw or whatever. Touchdowns though, he was down. He had 24 touchdowns. Shedeur had 27. And remember, Shedeur played 4 games less than him. 4 games less than this guy. And but my guy played 4 games less. So if he'd have played 4 more games, bro, he probably, at least 8 more touchdowns. At least 8 on the light end. But let's go to the interceptions. Interception, your guy had 6. Our guy had 3. The long ball, Shedeur had a 75-yard. Your guy had a 55-yard. So what I'm saying is, your guy's careless with the ball. He can't win the big games, and he's not that explosive, dog. He's not must-see TV. Shedeur is.
Those stats tell anybody that Beck was a better player.
How?
He had 3,000. How many more yards he had than
He had like 600 more yards than Shedeur. But remember, he played 4 more games than Shedeur.
Yeah. See, and then you got to look at people. People don't look at you looking at apples to apples. People know what Georgia got, what they do. They don't throw the ball if they in the red zone. They gonna run it. They're gonna find. They do reverses. They do all that. They're not gonna. They don't rely on one play. Your guys can do that because you couldn't block. You couldn't block for the running back. You couldn't get the whole.
Couldn't block for the quarterback.
You couldn't block for the quarterback. So at that point, you got to throw. You got to throw it. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to. That's why you put Travis Hunt out there and let him beat somebody. But other than that, man, we got all around. We got tight ends running the ball on reverses. We got receivers running the ball. We got running backs running. Man, we run the ball, man. We've been known as a running team, period. Now we starting to throw the ball. This thing, Georgia is built to run the ball. I have always been built to run the ball. But now we've opened it up a little bit, and our guys still have more yards than you. But we still know where we cut our teeth at. We know where our bread and butter is, and that's running the ball behind those halls. We had one of the biggest offensive line in college last year. Yeah, we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna pound you.
So look, so your guy had.
That's gonna take away from touchdown, T.
But look, your guy had better wide receivers, a better offensive line. Why he got more picks?
Better defensive players.
That's what you're doing. That's how you're gonna do it.
Better defensive players.
Better running game, so he could have more play action and stuff like that.
Better defensive players. Now, again, some of them could. I ain't gonna say that all them receptions on the better player one. Beck could have had some bad plays. He could have had a couple bad plays. He could have. Because I seen Shedeur had some bad interceptions. Like, what the hell he doing? Why he throwing that right there?
What bad interceptions you seen Shedeur have? What bad interception?
Man, one of the only games I've seen. Probably Colorado. He had one. There was a time. I know. I say, man, this is why he gonna get the negative press because of plays like this. He know he shouldn't have threw that ball. And I can Google. I can do what you do. Get my Twitter fingers working and pull up some film. But I mean, right now I ain't doing that. But I know he had some bad plays, some bad reads. So you trying to say Shedeur ain't had no bad reads?
No, I'm not saying that. Like what somebody just said in chat. If you put Beck on Colorado team, you think Beck had the same numbers or better numbers? Ooh,
I don't know. I don't know.
You know. You know.
No, I don't. I think they probably have about the same. And that's why I'm telling you. And probably maybe not the same because of just that elusive part that Shedeur is.
They said that interception was a tip ball. You heard me?
I'll do my research. I'll find and I'll send it to you. 'Cause right now, I know I seen Shedeur had a bad read. I'm like, man, this gonna get this kid the negative press he don't need. Because I'm pulling for him.
You pulling for him?
Yeah, I'm pulling for him. I want him to succeed.
So you watch the Buffaloes when the Georgia Bulldogs and on you watch Colorado.
Say it again
When
now?
the Bulldogs and on you watch Colorado.
Not necessarily. I have to see who else playing.
Are you gonna be watching the first game of the season or the second game of the season? Thursday night, Colorado. Come on at 6:30.
Absolutely, because there ain't no other game on, is it?
Yeah, you in North Carolina right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, North Carolina gonna be on, so you can watch North Carolina or you can watch them the Colorado. Which one you gonna be watching?
Who North Carolina playing?
Minnesota.
Who Colorado playing?
North Dakota State.
Ooh, I probably watch both of them. Are they at the same time?
I think Colorado started an hour after. I think they started an hour after.
Yeah, I'll probably flip. I'll flip. Ain't either one of them games that I'm dying to see.
Oh, you gonna be watching. You will be watching. You probably gonna have you some of that Rotel dip ready.
Nah, I will not do that. Now I bring that up for them dogs and them dogs only, and sometimes for the Falcons. But no, sir. I will flip. I'm a football fan, and those two the two only games on Thursday night. You absolutely right. I will be flipping. I will be watching. I would not be sitting up here watching the whole game of Colorado when Georgia on. Even with Georgia on, I may slip over, boom, boom, let me see what's going on. But other than that, man, I don't. I get the highlights, man.
Look, man. Look, I'll be watching the game. I'll be live watching the game, man. You can come over on the channel and watch it with me, folks. I'm gonna be watching the game because I know you're gonna be watching too.
If ain't nothing else on, you absolutely right. I will be. Ain't no shame. I'll tell you that. Yeah, if ain't no other games on, and or at that time, yeah, I'll watch it. Which I'm a football fan, man. I like watching. And again, I told you, Colorado is one of the biggest marketing. I mean, I like to see the prime time. I like to see the.
You like the prime effect.
The stars on the sideline, man. My favorite player of all time, coaching on the sideline. What he gonna have on? I like to see all that. Well, I love it. You know what I mean? But that don't mean Shilo is a top 10 safety. You know what I mean? Like all those are independent of one another.
And look, man. Look, I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna let you go. Andrew Beard, Georgia offered him a scholarship out the gate. First school to offer him a scholarship. Best athlete out the state of Georgia, 2027 class. I'm gonna stand on that. But Georgia kind of slipping right now. They ain't really been saying a lot. He done got like 9 offers now. Oklahoma done came up. Your boy came, DeMarco Murray came to see him personally, pulled up on him, and he said he want to offer him. So, he got a lot. Arkansas done offered him. Tennessee done offered him. Miami done offered him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all being Georgia fans, y'all kind of being relaxed now. Y'all being real relaxed.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, and Andrew Beard is going to be definitely top, definitely top 10 player coming out at down in 2027. Mm-hmm. But T, we talking about 2027.
I got you.
Listen, we already offered the kid. They want the kid. The kid is going to be a top 10 player in the country, in America. Mm-hmm. He's outstanding. But Georgia they're gonna call him, they're gonna check. Georgia ain't finna run around. I I got a video that somebody sent to me. Another Georgia fan sent to me with two Georgia players talking on the couch, and one said, "Man, Kirby, tell him, man, if you leave, about the transfer portal.
Yeah, go on jump. I replace you.
There you go.
Yeah, I got two guys that replace you tomorrow.
I bring two guys. That ain't our stilo. You either want to be a dog or you don't.
Hey,
but that don't mean we ain't gonna recruit you. He's still gonna call, check on. I'm sure he's still getting texts, letters. But if you want them showing up during the helicopter, every other week, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, I'm gonna say this. He just transferred to a private school in Athens.
He Prince Academy. He transferred to Prince Academy. That's where the daddy, the coach,
Bobo.
No, was a kid just transferred from Georgia. He played at Prince Academy. His dad is coach. The kid that just transferred. I can't think his name. He just transferred from Georgia, quarterback. But him and his sister was really good athlete. I think his sister may have another year at that school. But they are really good athletes. That school is a really good school, man. They do have good athletes come out of there. A small school, of course, but that's fine. Yeah, he's right there in the backyard. I'm sure Kirby gonna go and watch. You know
what I'm saying? If Kirby don't put if he don't burn a tank of gas out going to see that man, they might lose him now. I'm just letting you know. They might lose him.
He'll go see him. Kirby got 80 other players to recruit too.
And then Juju said that too. They asked Juju Lewis about, the quarterback that's going to USC that might be about to flip and go to Colorado. They asked him about Georgia. And he was just like, you mean Georgia? Georgia, like, they recruit everybody. They don't, you just another normal at Georgia. So, and that's another guy, another elite talent out of the state of Georgia that's turning their nose down at Georgia because Georgia treating them like they aside,
Man, Georgia treat everybody the same. If you're a good player, Georgia gonna recruit 3 or 4 5-star quarterbacks a year. And if you want to be a dog, you want to be a dog. If you don't, those days of whining and dining, and especially for Georgia, that's again, you can still get recruited. Georgia gonna still recruit you. They're gonna check you on. They're gonna send you texts. They're gonna send you birthday stuff, and they're gonna send your mama birthdays. They're gonna still recruit you. But if you looking for the old days, the whining and dining, the showing up and doing multiple in your game, that ain't happening, T. That ain't happening. If that's what you're looking for, and that's what I got. I found that out because I was like, man, why they should be, But I used to say that too. But no, man, Kirby got a different philosophy, man. We got a brand. You want to come to Georgia and get better. You know those two safeties you talking about that they got drafted, 3 stars coming out of high school, 3 stars.
I heard Bennett.
We got a bunch of 3-star players.
What happened with Bennett? I heard Bennett ain't in the league no more. I heard he had to lead the Rams for something. Like he got a drinking problem.
He came back. He back. Yeah, my boy got a drinking problem. Hey, when you win too many championships, you drink a lot, man.
The champagne.
You smoke cigars on the field. You drink. Yeah, man. Georgia did it too.
See, promo. I'm not finna go down that road, promo. I'm not gonna ask him why Georgia don't play black quarterbacks. I'm not gonna ask him that. I'm not gonna go down that road. But look. So this is my last question I got for you. This is my last question I got for you. The Falcons. Did the Falcons hit a home run this draft, or did they drop the ball?
The Falcons, they hit a triple.
They hit a triple.
They hit a gapper.
Okay, in the gap. So they got good contact.
I really feel they hit a gapper, man. They got some players that at first you're like, like Penix. Why'd you go Penix? So many other players you got so many other needs. I think it was the right pick. The defensive lineman from Clemson, the defensive end from Washington. You got a player from the SEC, a couple players from the SEC.
Hey, hold on. Help me understand that. Why did they move up to get that D lineman when they had three other D linemen that was just, they all went right behind each other? Was he that much better than the other guys?
I'm going to trust Raheem. I'm going to trust Ralph. rah-rah on that man and say, I went and looked. Of course, I looked at the highlights and stuff like that, um, and yeah, I mean, I can't sit there and tell you he's gonna be better than them guys, but I really do feel trusting Raheem and the way he's a defensive coach, he's a defensive mind. I'm gonna lean on him and what he saw in making those picks. So, but I feel good about what we did and how we did it.
So you feel like that was a good move by them getting Kirk Cousins and dropping a bag on Kirk Cousins and then going back and getting Penix in the first round? You think that was good? That was a good strategy.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good move. I think so. I think Penix is a really good quarterback, even though he's had some injuries in the past years. I think if you got a team and you've got a quarterback that's coming off Achilles injury, you don't know. You betting on him to be right. The doctors say he's 100%. The doctor's telling you that you're going off that information and you're gonna sign him for what? Kirk Cousins was the number one quarterback before he got hurt last year. He was leading all quarterbacks in the league at the time. So he's a good player, really good player. Always been a really good regular season player. Just some of his playoffs he couldn't win the big games. But when you knock on the door enough, somebody gonna let you in. You keep knocking, the door gotta open at some point. So I feel them on that. But then getting Penix, that's them saying, hey, he one injury away. We ain't gonna have to worry about dropping off, losing games, and getting ourselves put out the playoff conversation because we don't have a decent backup. So
I thought y'all was gonna tank this year and get Shedeur. That's what I thought. But so now y'all got two quarterbacks, both of them one hit away. But so if one go down, you can put the other one in though. So that's at least you got a backup plan.
That's how I feel. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you think Penix is the future, or do you think they on like if he have a better off season next year, like preseason camp next year, you think they're gonna trade? What's my man? You think they're gonna trade the quarterback?
Cousins.
Yeah, Cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, that contract. I thought then it was only a 2-year deal. To be honest with you, I thought it was only a 2-year deal. Even though it says a 3 or 4-year deal, but it's only a 2-year. And then they'll either trade him, cut him, whatever. They already gave him $100 million, whatever guaranteed, whatever it was. So I mean,
so he might get $100 million. He might get $100 million for being at the Falcons for 1 year.
He gonna at least 2 years. I ain't gonna say unless he get hurt. 2 years is.
I mean, if Penix have a better preseason next year, they might sit him. And why you gonna sit? You might as well trade him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, then they'll look to trade him. That's possible. And then you're not losing anything because you trade him. You're gonna get some value back for him.
Yeah, and that's one thing. You trade him before you get too old. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and then that's. I mean, if I don't see Penix having a better. I don't think he's gonna jump up like have a better. If Kirk Cousins 100%, I don't see Penix being that. He eventually will, but I don't see him being that in year 2 better than Kirk Cousins.
Hey, Penix nice dog. That joker ran. I think he ran like a 4.46 in the combine.
But that's you're a little biased, but anyways, I'll let you.
I'm not biased. I'm saying he ran a 4.46, and he had numbers like Patrick Mahomes for the last 2 years. Like, what other guy runs a 4.46 and can throw like Mahomes? That dude only got sacked, I think, like 3 times last year. That's phenomenal.
Okay.
Three, maybe 7 times he got sacked all year. Like you played in what 14 games? You only got sacked 7 times. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, so will the Falcons have a better record than the Cowboys this year?
Yes.
It took you it took you a long time. It took you a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
We-
Falcons gonna be one of those sleepers, man.
We-
Falcons gonna shock the world. Yeah, I'm really excited about what they're gonna do, man.
Will y'all beat the Saints at home and away?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll sweep the Saints this year.
They saying Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback in that division right now. Will y'all beat the Bucks?
The Baker Mayfield's not better than they saying that because Kirk Cousins was hurt. They don't know what he's gonna be. That's what you're saying?
They saying, hey, he's the best quarterback in that division. That's what they saying. They said Bryce Young too young.
Who is they? They get you in trouble. Who the hell is they?
Like you said, these people are getting paid to do this. That's they.
No, you show me in the NFL quarterback list, they got Baker Mayfield in front of Kirk Cousins.
Tampa, they paid him, right?
You show me any stats that say that. Again, if they just saying because his injury, that's different. If they saying because we don't know.
Because we don't know. Yeah, so you can't put a man over another man that you don't even know he can play for real right now. So as of right now, Baker's the best quarterback in that division.
I mean, because Kirk Cousins was hurt. I mean, that's easy. I mean, you want to give him that. So you got what you're saying is Kirk Cousins ain't even in the conversation. Then he's not in the bidding.
No, we saying Kirk is second, and like we don't even know who New Orleans.
If you put him in there, then he's better. If you saying we don't know what he's gonna do, so you gonna leave him out, and then you gonna judge the other quarterback.
No, they're saying he's not the guy from Carolina. He don't got the team around him, Bryce, so he's not gonna be able to do it great. Over there is the Saints. We don't know what's really going on with the Saints. So the only team we know for sure what's going on. Hey, the Falcons got two quarterbacks, so you know we really don't know what's going on with the Falcons. Is Baker. Baker at Tampa is the only team that really got it going when it comes to their quarterback situation.
We got one quarterback team. Let's stop that right now. There's no quarterback controversy in Atlanta.
Did Raheem say that?
You don't gotta say that. The money told me that.
No.
The money told me that.
No. You heard in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin put a stop to all that. He said Russell Wilson is our starter. It ain't even no competition. That's how you do it as a head coach. That's how you do
it. You don't have to because you got two pro quarterbacks that's on the same team that started for teams last year. So you got to come out and say that. Well, cuz you don't got to say that. The proof is say it. Like you don't even have to say it. People know Kirk Cousins is a starter. Any Atlanta Falcon projected starting lineups, Kirk Cousins, you will see Kirk Cousins. You ain't gonna have no question mark.
And we'll see during preseason.
Always be a backup on air. Like, what are we talking about?
We'll see during preseason. We'll see, because this is the one thing I'll tell y'all about Kirk Cousins. When they signed Kirk Cousins, I said he's a solid quarterback, but he don't have that it factor. Like he don't. From what I seen with Penix, he does have that.
Why you see that, T?
No, the dude, man.
Give me one, like.
Cause his stats was almost identical. His stats was almost identical to Holmes. He took his team to the championship game. Nobody didn't think Washington was going to go to their championship game, and they did it 2 years back to back. This wasn't no fluke year. He that guy.
They had 3 legit receivers. 3.
Cause he made them legit. He threw them open. He got them open.
Oh man.
They knew they could trust their quarterback. I can run this route. He gonna put it on the money.
Hey, Penix good. I ain't gonna say that. Penix good.
It sound like you about to start hating on your own quarterback this day.
No, Penix good, but he's not. He's not finna take Kirk Cousins.
He's him.
Unless Kirk Cousins is not healthy.
He's him.
If Kirk Cousins is healthy, he would not take Kirk Cousins' spot. That's what I say. That's what I stand on.
Remember, I'm saying this right now. Penix is him. What number is he wearing? Number 9 or number 7?
I don't know. He probably number 9. I
hope it's number 9. Because if it's number 7, he gonna make the Falcons forget about Michael Vick. I was cutting grass today, and I said that to myself.
I know you didn't say that.
I said it to myself. I said, oh my God, he left-handed. Please don't let him get number 7, because now he's gonna erase the Michael Vick. He's gonna please let him have number 9.
Where
please.
Are you at right now, T? Are you in Valdosta or you in 2A? Where you at?
I'm in 2A.
Go Go find a ditch, something down there and bury yourself in, cause you are talking crazy right now.
Dog, the Vic played.
Go feed the sheep, man. Your goats.
Did the Vic play the championship game?
Huh?
Did Vic play the championship game?
Man, I ain't even finna spend my time debating you on Michael Penix erasing Michael Vick's legacy in Atlanta.
Dog.
Oh, we seriously
Dog.
talking about this right there. Oh, that's how you do.
You might not know, but I know. You might not know, but I know.
You should have told me that, T. If you end your segments with Joe, I wasn't prepared.
Dog, I know stuff, man. I'm telling you, bro. It can't. I've been seeing this, and I was cutting grass today, and it came to me. I said, "Boy, Michael Vick."
You got a heat stroke. That's a slight. You slight heat stroke. You need to drink some water. Get some cool air. I'm glad you inside right now. You'll come out of it soon. Cause right now you in it. You still in it right now.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Real quick. He's taller than Vic. He got a better ball than Vic. He got a
He don't have a better ball than Vic.
Yes, he does.
That's a tell.
Vic could throw the ball harder than him, but he has a better ball. Like his ball is pretty. He puts the ball on the money. Vic will overshoot people sometimes.
Ball tight sparrow that you can see.
Dog, they used to call Vic Balls Holyfield. I got a teammate that played for Falcons, and they called Vic Balls Holyfield because the ball would beat you up. They was like,
yeah, I mean, it's a tight sparrow.
Breaking people's fingers.
Got a better touch.
Breaking people's fingers. People don't want to catch that ball. Penny's got a ball that's catchable that people want to catch. And he's a thrower more than he is a passer, but he runs a 4.4. So if he got to run, he can. See, Vic had to run to throw.
4.46.
4.46. 4.46. Let's go.
I mean, he's a great. I ain't taking nothing.
You ain't know that, did you?
I'm just saying he's not Michael Vick.
Dog, I know he better than Michael Vick. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He studies. You remember when Vic was out partying and having fun? He's finna be studying, dog.
What your comment box saying right now? Because I can't believe you got viewers on here that will side with you on that. They side with you with some crazy stuff early on, but to say Michael Penix is gonna make Atlanta forget about Michael Vick is
look. They say if he's healthy, he is in laboring at camp. I don't know if you're talking about Kirk Cousins or he talking about I think you're talking about Kirk Cousins. So, most of these cats they Colorado crowd, so they don't really know about the Falcons. I mean, too many people don't know about the Falcons for real.
Yeah, that's why that's exactly what I said is the reason why they said that about Shilo, because they Colorado crowd.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got corrected. They said he ran a 4.6, not a 4.46. He ran a 4.6.
That's what I thought, 4.6. But again,
Salute. But
and 4.6 still good.
4.6 is still good for a quarterback. It's still good. So I mean, Fournette ran a 4.6. So we good. But look, he's gonna have a better career than Michael Vick. Unless he get injured. Remember me saying this? Remember me, we're going to be sitting around watching the game one time. You're going to be jumping up off the couch, shaking my hand. I'm like, dog, don't do that. Just say, yeah, man, I apologize. I didn't even know how great it was going to be. And after you say that, then we can celebrate all you want to.
I'm hoping I can say that. I'm hoping I can say that would mean my Falcons are definitely contending year in and year out. But me now saying that this kid is going to be better than Michael Vick, I don't even think he's going to be Michael Vick. But to say he's going to be better than Michael Vick is beyond a mouthful.
Just think about how many receivers he put in the league this year. Just think about that. So that means receivers going to want to play for this guy.
You say that. He didn't put them in the league.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Those receivers ran those routes, got open. Some of them times they were running down the field wide open. He ain't had no choice but to hit them.
Just like this year, Shedeur finna put some boys in the league this year. He finna put some boys. That dude from Vanderbilt, nobody know his name last year. Will Shepard. Now he finna be a household name. LeJounte, nobody know his name last year.
Will Shepherd is a good receiver. Everybody know Will Shepherd.
No, everybody don't know Will Shepherd. You know Will Shepherd because you a Georgia fan. People in Michigan,
SEC know Will Shepherd.
yeah, SEC know because he was a second lead receiver. Yeah, but I looked at his stats last year. He had some game. He had 4 catches, 2 catches. He had pedestrian numbers. I seen it, pedestrian. But what he about to do next year? He probably gonna have a thigh y'all, and LeJounte probably gonna have a thigh y'all.
You could have went over there and played tight end and had a thigh y'all on those defense you gonna play. Absolutely.
Here you go.
That's probably why he went over there.
Man, here you go, man. Here you go. But so when Shedeur put 3 receivers, he put 3 receivers in the league next year. Remember that. He put 3 receivers in the league. And he's gonna be the best quarterback in college football.
They probably gonna do them themselves. I want to give them kids their credit. They got the running routes. If they don't have any separation, Shedeur ain't finna just throw it in coverage and just have he put it in a keyhole. Oh, he put the ball right there. No, them guys are gonna be open. They're gonna be open.
No, you see, you need to go watch Shedeur highlight tape. You need to go watch his highlight tape, and you need to see how he's putting the ball in spots, and he's throwing away from the defense. That's what I like about it. He throws the ball away from the safety, away from the corner. He make it where only his receiver can catch the ball, but he still put it on the numbers. That's what's crazy about it. Now, he missed a few long balls with Travis last year and Jimmy Horn, but for the most part, especially in the intermediate stuff, solid. You seen him working out yesterday. What your boy Beck doing? They working out. He worked spring break. He was in Miami working out. Now he working out at the ranch with his daddy, and the boy from West Virginia, I think, is there, or Virginia Tech is there, the quarterback. That might be our quarterback next year. Just another thing, I'm gonna tell you that too. That might be our quarterback next year. He had on them new primes, the new diamonds.
Well.
Yeah, but that's what I got, man. Hey, appreciate the convo, and we'll see next year. We'll see. All this is recorded. We will see.
We definitely will, man. We'll revisit it, and I love to talk about why I'm right with 90% of what we just talked about.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, y'all, another delusional Georgia fan. Them boys so happy Nick Saban retired. They so happy Nick Saban retired. I should have asked him about that. I should have asked him, did he get Nick Saban a gift? Should have asked him that. I believe you on that by Jimmy last year. Oh, look. Hey, if I'd have asked him that, boy, he would have started laughing. He wouldn't answer that how many top 10 defenses Georgia played. He wouldn't answer that. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna get out this thing. I'm gonna be back on tonight at 10 o'clock. We going live, man. I might have some video for y'all, man. We might have to get into it. We gonna see if I can take my game up to the next level tonight. But let me prepare, man. I'm about to make me some French toast, so I gotta prepare, man. All right, I'll see y'all later on.